Hi
Hi
everyone.
guys.
Okay,
Okay, so as you all know, my name is Lisa and I'm
my
here with
name is Lola.
yeah. So we've actually been conceiving this for a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, you wonder what we are conceiving. We are both first time
Mothers.
moms. So we decided to just come up with this safe space for first time moms to talk about their experiences because we realized that the way it is back home, it's not the way it is
So
over
so
here.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so different. So, you could just turn on that notification bell because we're going to be bringing this to you very often. For now, we don't know whether it's going to be bi-weekly or weekly or monthly,
Or
but
monthly, but stay tuned.
yeah, stay
Something
tuned.
is something is happening.
Something is
Something is
cooking.
cooking. I'm actually very very excited about this. So Lisa, we're
Yeah.
going to be answering this question together. So the
Okay.
first question I got is this: what plans did you put in place as a new mom in a new country? More like, what were your expectations?
Okay. There were quite a lot actually.
Okay.
Firstly, I was excited I was having a baby. Make
Obviously.
some noise. But some of the plans I put in place was I was thinking my mom was gonna, come down to join me. So I had actually made plans for her to come down here to join me. But a thing or two happened, and she wasn't able to come around when I wanted her to. So that left me with having to take care of myself and baby alone, and it was like that was one of the most difficult times of my life. Imagined it in a different way. Okay, so that's it. Putting getting my mom around to take care of me. That was one of the plans. And another plan that I think I put in place was immediately I found out I was pregnant, I got a piggy bank.
Okay.
I don't know. I know I'm very traditional at sometimes I can be very traditional, but I got a piggy bank because I know if I had it in my account, I'm going to be spending more. So I got
Yeah.
a piggy bank. I kept it in the house. Whenever I go out, if I spend some money, any change I left, I put it inside there. And then out
That's
of
the
my
coin.
coins,
Yeah.
out of my weekly pay, I removed a certain percentage out of the money, and I always dumped it, like put it in the piggy bank very often. So it gave me this kind of looking forward to how much am I going to be able to raise before baby gets here and all that. So that was another plan I put in place. And also housing. We both know over here you can't say you're having a baby in a particular kind of apartment.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Definitely.
we had to ensure that house was in place and every other thing. So that was what I did on my end. What about you? What did you do?
My dear, so when I realized I had a baby, like a baby was going to come, and my husband, we discussed. Obviously, we have to leave our house, the house we're staying, because we're staying in the studio, which was not bad for the both of us. But now the baby's coming in, so we have to rent a new apartment, a bigger one, and then that was what we were able to achieve. Secondly, just like yours, I was able to. I wanted my mom to come, so unfortunately for us, it just happened that for a very long time we're trying to ensure that our passport gets in, and it wasn't happening. We waited and waited and waited for a long time, and now baby, I started this like 4 months prior to when baby was going to come, and
Wow.
for the fourth month, the fifth month, passport wasn't coming, and a lot was just happening. At the end of the day, baby came, and
And mommy was not here
mommy
yet.
was not
Oh
here
my.
yet, and now you're faced with having to take care
Of your new
of
baby
your new
and
baby and
yourself.
even yourself.
I can
And
imagine.
it's very interesting, honestly. And I think one thing I would want anybody to pick out from this whole thing is that there is nothing that you cannot do,
Exactly. True.
especially when you put your mind to it. Because who would even think that we young mothers, we the
So if someone had told me back home that, listen, when you give birth, you're going to, take care of baby alone and all that, I would tell the person, warn yourself.
oh no, what's
Because I
that?
come from a very big
Yeah.
family. My mother-in-law she loves me so much that I'm very sure if I had, given birth in Nigeria, she'll pack her bag almost immediately and start coming
No.
home. I have lots of siblings to, send message, like send on errands and all that. But over here it was just me. Having to do it all alone here was now something that it made me realize that look, there's nothing that we cannot do as
Yeah,
women
actually,
so long we put our mind into it.
as far as you can put your mind onto it,
Yeah.
you'll be able to do it. So for me, I think what the help I got was I got a call from my pastor's wife, and then she said, "Oh, Lola, how are you doing?" I said, "I'm fine." And then she said, "Okay, I've has baby had a bath yet?" And
Yeah.
then I said no. And then she asked someone to come, and somebody came to, at that point when she carried the baby, I was like, "God, we don't be able to bathe this baby. Like,
When
come on,
this
it's not
person
small."
leaves.
That was the first time she had a bath, and it was very warm, and she was happy. A baby that, at the time that she came, she was always crying. But after the bath, I think her body came down and all of
She
that. So
was
I
all
knew
good.
that
She
I,
needed the bath
I would be
very
doing
often.
this like often. And then that was it for me. So I had to start. And then one day I think I told myself I had to brace myself up for this. And then,
This is what you face when you have a baby and you're trying to, make yourself useful.
I'm telling you.
Because honestly, I was telling Lola when she came, like when we got together, and I told her, look, the reason why I've not been able to do videos as often as I would love to is because baby wants me to give her 100% of
All
my
the
attention
attention. And yet you want to still like make something.
out of your
But then
life. So,
it's all motherhood. That's what motherhood
I
entails.
know, I
It
know.
as well. So I think for me, I had to tell myself at that moment that this is something I'll be doing all the time. I have to do this all the time. And then one day I braced myself. I said I'm going to keep my baby a bath, and I started it, and that was the first time. And afterwards, it's been cool. It's been okay. I think that's a
How
major.
many times did she come to give baby a bath?
It was once.
Yeah, mine too. One it was once someone from church came and carrying the baby, and I said, who is going to be carrying this woman like this? But over time, like you said, you realize that look, you just have, if nobody is coming from for you, you have to come out for
For
yourself. You
yourself,
have to
yeah.
be there for yourself. And I think that's what it just what all of this story, your story, my story, what it has actually taught me is the fact that as women, there's really nothing we cannot do.
Absolutely,
There's
absolutely.
absolutely nothing we cannot do. And especially when it has to do with your child, everything changes when you have a baby.
Yeah.
For good. Actually, I don't want to talk about the other parts
Yeah.
because I know
It's just
it's
something that we'll keep talking about,
yeah.
really, because there are there are good sides to it,
They
but
are
there are
very good
days
size.
that you just look at yourself and say,
I mean, have you wait, don't you miss when you didn't have a baby?
my dear, I, hey
I
God,
was just telling my
yeah,
husband yesterday night and I said, baby, look, I miss when I didn't have a baby.
you cannot. The thing is that you are stuck. Well, thank God, Sha, but they are stuck with them for life. Like, I
You're
mean,
exactly. It's not
you
a
cannot
project
even
that you
leave.
can complete. Do
You
you
can't.
understand?
You
You
cannot
you can't complete motherhood.
project.
It's not a project you can
You
complete
can't do anything anymore without thinking of them
about them.
first. Like,
Exactly.
we'll talk about the fact that, what about the times that you just have to brace yourself and say, now I have to go back to what I've been doing before, and
Before
now,
baby comes, you understand?
yeah,
And this fear, this is something we're actually going to talk about. So you know what? You guys should actually make sure you
please
subscribe. Turn on
subscribe.
that notification bell. One thing I want to talk about is the fact that these kids are actually growing,
Yeah,
and it comes to your realization that someday this child is going to grow up. They're going to have a life of their own, and
exactly.
they will not need you anymore.
Yeah,
What then is left of your life? So that's the reason why, as much as they are growing, you also have to
you
grow
have to
too.
grow as
So
well.
that by the time they leave, you are not going to be depressed. You're not going to feel like, okay, I've given everything out and I'm
There's
left with
nothing left to.
nothing, and it's going to be so bad. We are going to be talking about how you navigate through parenthood and still have a life of your own. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe,
And please
please.
share.
And please share, very important.
Thank you very much. I think as time goes on, we'll talk about how balancing your life as a wife and as a mother.
You can hear my baby's voice from the background. I think she wants to be in this video. But anyway, you said
Wow.
that being a wife and being a mother part. Hey, don't worry. I'm going to be talking about some really deep
It's going to be
things.
really deep.
So,
So I want to encourage everyone to please, like, share, and as well subscribe. Thank you all very much. See you next time. Bye.
bye, guys. Mwah.
Mwah.